The Renegade logo flashes across the screen before cutting to the live roaring crowd in the packed arena. Pyro bursts across the stage as the camera sweeps over the excited fans, waving their signs. Welcome everyone to Renegade Wrestling's flagship show, Riot. Tonight we got an absolute barn burner of a lineup for you. First up, the Nature Boy himself, Ric Flair, will be in action, styling and profiling like only he can. And as if that wasn't enough, our national champion, Shelton Benjamin, is set to defend his title against none other than a technical master himself, Mr. Perfect. I cannot wait for that matchup. It's going to be a clinic. And you think that's all? You're wrong. We're kicking things off in a big way, as the unpredictable duo of the Laughing Hearts, Jim Neidhart and Hugh Morris, are set to make some noise in our opening contest. The pair has been on a ride of their own lately, with their unhinged antics, but don't let the laughs fool you. They're as tough as they come. Fans are ready for the action as the scene cuts to the ring where Jim Neidhart and Hugh Morris make their way to the ring, grinning and riling up the crowd. Ladies and gentlemen, our opening contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, at a combined weight of 532 pounds, the team of Jim the Anvil Neidhart and Hugh Morris, the Laughing Hearts. Jim Neidhart and Hugh Morris laugh like lunatics and egg on the crowd. Neidhart slaps the apron while Morris pumps to the fans before the pair enter the ring. Here comes the Laughing Hearts, unpredictable as ever. Neidhart brings that signature heart toughness, and Morris is a wild card on his own. But together, these two are absolute trouble for anyone in their path. And their opponents, arrayed in the ring, from parts unknown, weighing a combined 469 pounds, Rage and Chaos, High Voltage. The bell rings ding-ding, and the match kicks off with Neidhart and Chaos squaring off. Neidhart immediately takes control, landing a shoulder tackle that sends Chaos reeling. The Anvil smirks, bouncing off the ropes and leveling him with a powerful clothesline. Neidhart drags Chaos to the corner and tags in Hugh Morris, who lets out a loud laugh before dropping a huge elbow. Morris pulls Chaos to his feet and delivers a series of quick strikes and then plants him with a body slam. He goes for the cover, but Rage rushes in to break it up, only for Neidhart to enter the ring and send him back to the outside with a punchy clothesline. With Rage out of commission on the floor, Neidhart hoists Chaos up and nods to Morris. They hit a double team maneuver with Neidhart lifting Chaos into the Anvil flatliner as Morris comes off the top ropes with that no laughing matter moonsault to complete the combination. Morris covers Chaos as the referee counts. 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Here are your winners, Jim Neidhart and Hugh Morris, the Laughing Hearts. As the bell rings, Morris laughs wildly while Neidhart joins in. The Laughing Hearts made a statement tonight. They didn't just win, they dominated. Those two are proving to be a formidable team, and they're going to be trouble for the entire tag team division here on Riot. The Laughing Hearts exits the ring, taunting fans and exchanging wicked smiles, clearly reveling in their victory as Riot rolls on. Come back from break, come back from break for segment 2. We go to backstage where Owen Hart stands by a monitor, arms crossed, nodding in approval as he watches the Laughing Hearts' victory wrap on the screen. Just then, the Walking Riot, Missy Hyatt, strolls up with a microphone in hand and a smirk on her face. Owen, it seems like your friends, the Laughing Hearts, are really making waves here tonight. What's your take on their dominant win? Owen chuckles. Glancing from the monitor, Missy. Owen chuckles, glancing from the monitor to Missy. Oh, they're more than making waves, Missy. Jim and Hugh are absolute machines. If you ask me, they're a shoo-in for a shot at the tag titles. The Laughing Hearts aren't just here for laughs, they're here for gold. Gold, huh? Speaking of, I hear there's quite the prize on the line at Battle for Survival in the Battle Riot. 40 competitors, one golden opportunity at RiotFest. Could that be where you're setting your sights on, Owen? Oh, you bet. I'm just here to watch others grab the spotlight. I'm here to make history. The Battle Riot, that's my ticket to the main event at RiotFest, and I plan to punch it. There's no one out there who's more ready to win it than me. Suddenly, the Green Meanie, looking a bit nervous but eager, approaches with a hopeful look in his eye. Owen, sorry to interrupt, but I need to ask you something important. I know that Hart Dungeon's reputation, I've heard all the stories. I've been wanting to take my game to the next level, and I think you're the only one who can make that happen. Will you train me? Owen looks Meanie up and down, an amused smile crossing his face. Your Hart Dungeon, huh? You know that's not just any training, right? It's tough, it's brutal. I can see you're serious. I'm willing to put you through it. Meanie nods earnestly. I'm ready for whatever you throw at me. I want to be the best, Owen. Show me what it takes. Owen extends a hand, which Meanie eagerly shakes. Alright then, Meanie, get ready, because starting tomorrow, you get the full Heart Dungeon experience. Let's see if you can survive. Missy watches the exchange, looking intrigued as Owen and Meanie share a nod of agreement as we fade commercial break. Come back from commercial break to Commissioner Piper sitting at his desk, shuffling through some papers. Teddy Long enters with a confident stride and a grin on his face. Yo, Commissioner Piper, playa, we need to talk. Piper looks up. Oh, all right, Teddy, what's on your mind? See, last week, you promised the APA a shot at the world titles, but if they came out on top, but let's face it, they didn't deliver. My boys, the House of Pain, they did. So I'm here to collect from my team, dog. Charlie Haas and Mark Henry. Piper leans back, tapping his pen against the desk. You know what, Teddy? You're right. Haas and Henry earned it fair and square. Teddy grins. Glad you see it my way, Commissioner. Oh, but here's the thing, Teddy. You don't have to wait, though. Their title match, it's happening tonight. The crowd in the arena erupts with cheers as Teddy's eyes widen. Tonight? Tonight? Commissioner Piper's like, that's right. Your boys get their shot at the titles next. You want that gold? Tell them to be ready. Teddy regains his composure, nodding with satisfaction. Oh, they're ready, all right? Believe that, playa. Piper watches as Teddy exits, determined and excitement in his stride. The camera cuts to the arena as the crowd is fired up for the unexpected tag team match set to take place next. You've heard it. It's House of Pain challenging Chronic for the World Tag Team titles. Next, after this commercial break. Go to commercial break, come back for segment 4. The lights dim and the anticipation builds as Michael Buffer steps in the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the Renegade Wrestling World Tag Team Championships. Crowd erupts as Brian Adams and Brian Clark appear on the stage, the tag team titles proudly displayed over their shoulders. Introduce you first, the defending champions, weighing at a combined weight of 615 pounds, Chronic. Chronic steps in the ring and prepares for battle. Yeah. 3-6, Mafia. And now the challengers, accompanied to the ring by Teddy Long, at a combined weight of 556 pounds, Charlie Haas and Mark Henry, the team known as House of Pain. With Teddy Long leading them, Haas and Henry walk confidently down the ramp, turn to make a statement and bring home the titles. At the end of the ring, Henry staring down the champs as Haas stretches and warms up in the corner, mentally preparing for the task at hand. The bell rings, and Haas starts off against Adams. Haas moves quickly, evading Adams' powerful strikes, and uses his technical skills to bring the bigger man down to the mat with an arm drag. He transitions into a headlock, wrenching in it tight, but Adams powers out, sending Haas across the ring with a hard Irish whip. Haas ducks a clothesline, rebounds, and takes Adams down with a single leg takedown, transitioning seamlessly into an ankle lock. Adams scrambles and reaches the ropes, forcing the break. As the action intensifies, Haas tags in Henry, who storms the ring and squares off against Clark. The two powerhouses collide in the center of the ring, trading heavy shots. Henry begins to dominate, powering Clark in the corner with a massive shoulder tackle, then following it up with a crushing avalanche splash. Clark stumbles out of the corner, and Henry scoops him up and slams it down with authority. Just as Henry and Haas begin to build momentum, The Undertaker and Scott Norton, both members of the Death Crew, sprint down the ramp, causing immediate confusion. The referee tries to maintain control, but Norton blindsides Henry with a brutal clothesline out of the ring, sending him into the barricade. Undertaker storms the ring and goes after Haas, dealing a vicious chokeslam that leaves him lying in the center of the ring. The referee has no choice but to call for the bell, ding ding ding, disqualifying Chronic as the match devolves into chaos. This is madness! The Death Crew has turned this into a brawl, and House of Pain had Chronic on the ropes! They're laying waste to everyone! As the Death Crew continues their vicious assault on House of Pain, the lights dim. The crowd roars as Sting appears at the top of the ramp, his eyes locked in the chaos on the ring. He's not alone though. Flanking him are two massive figures. The returning Big Show and his partner Vader. That's Big Time. Oh my God, Big Time is here. Big Show and Vader dominating over a live wire as the tag champs. And Big Show, who's on the verge of winning the world title here on his very first Riot. It was until Kane and The Undertaker, they took Show out of commission, and it looks like he's here to settle the score. The Death Crew, now slightly rattled, turns to face the Powerhouse Alliance as Sting leads Big Time down the ramp. Big Show and Vader, each with a menacing presence, climb into the ring alongside Sting and the battered House of Pain, forming an intimidating line as they stare down Undertaker, Norton, and Chronic. The crowd erupts as the fight breaks out. Sting goes after the Undertaker, unleashing a flurry of punches that send the dead man reeling. Big Show and Norton collide in a heavy clash, with Big Show overpowering him and driving Norton into the corner. Vader, he's taking on both members of Chronic, throwing powerful forearms and delivering a brutal body splash to Clark. Meanwhile, Henry and Haas, they regain their footing and they join the fray as they fight back with renewed intensity. Haas lands a series of German suplexes on Adams, while Henry takes Clark down with a huge clothesline. The sheer chaos overwhelms the Death Crew, who begin to retreat under the combined onslaught. This is a sight to see, big time. Sting and House of Pain standing tall against the Death Crew. They thought they could run dominant over Renegade Wrestling, but it looks like they got some serious competition. Finally, the Death Crew, bruised and beaten, decide to retreat, pulling each other out of the ring. Undertaker glares back at the ring, his eyes burning with fury. They back up the ramp as Sting and his allies stand tall in the ring, sending a clear message that their reign of terror won't go unchallenged. With the crowd on their feet, Sting, Big Show, Vader, Haas, and Henry celebrate as we cut to commercial break. So much larger than life. Go to a break, come back for segment 7. Dims, beta, ominous red light as eerie music fills the air. Sinister laughs James Mitchell, the sinister minister, echoes across the arena. Dressed in his black and crimson robe, Mitchell steps out on the stage with a devilish grin, followed closely by Batista and Christopher Daniels, the national tag team champion, with belt gleaming under the red light. Raises his hand, the crowd boos, sensing the darkness he brings. Oh, what a joyous night it is, when the prophecy on the Holy Coven is fulfilled. Behold, Batista and Daniels, the new National Tag Team Champions. Batista and Daniels raise their belts high. You see, the gold isn't just ours to wear, it's ours to keep. And make no mistake, there isn't a team on Riot who can even hope to touch them. Not one in the back, not even the Laughing Hearts, despite their claim to gold. This is the dawning of a new age, where the unholy coven shall reign supreme over the Renegade Wrestling, spreading fear and dominance wherever we tread. The audience continues to boo, but Mitchell only smiles. But our conquest doesn't stop there. No, the unholy coven will not rest until we hold all the power, until every single one of you is forced to kneel before us. He pauses, letting the silence build before he speaks again. Which is why, at Battle Riot, my dark warrior, the demon himself, Kane, will enter the fray. 40 men may step into that ring, but only one will remain standing, and it will be the devil's favorite son. Kane will emerge victorious, carving his path to the main event of RiotFest, where he will fulfill his destiny to claim the World Championship. Mitchell throws his head back, laughing, as Batista and Daniel stand behind him, their cold stares fixed on the crowd. You all will witness the unstoppable rise of the unholy coven, and when Kane is the last man standing at the Battle Riot, there'll be no doubt left, no power that can match ours, no hero that can save you. Mitchell smirks, and the gleam in his eyes promising chaos. If the unholy coven has their way, Renegade Wrestling could be in for a dark takeover. Batista and Daniels with the tag titles, and Kane marches towards the world title shot. Things are getting dangerous here on Riot. With a final sinister smile, Mitchell leads Batista and Daniels off the stage, leaving the crowd unsettled by the shadow hanging over. Cut a break. Come back for segment 8. The lights brighten as Barry Horowitz is already in the ring, loosening up, looking eager. Introducing his opponent, accompanied by Marlena from Charlotte, North Carolina, the Nature Boy Ric Flair. Flair steps out, styling in his signature sequin robe, his swaggering presence lighting up the crowd. He strolls the ring, shouting his classic "Woo!" to the fans who echo it back in kind. Inside the ring, Horowitz looks determined but uncertain as Marlena takes her time to remove Flair's robe, who's sizing up his opponent with confident smirk. The bell rings, ding ding, and Flair circles Horowitz, measuring him up before going in for a classic lockup. Flair immediately asserts control, transitioning to a wrist lock, and then chopping Horowitz's chest with a loud woo. The crowd chants along with Flair, and Flair grins, egging on the cheers as he throws another stinging chop. Horowitz tries to mount a comeback, ducking under Flair's grasp and attempting a waist lock, but Flair smoothly counters, taking him down with a quick top drop toe hold. From there, he applies a few precision elbow drops, each one delivered with an extra dose of Flair's signature flair. You can feel the confidence raining off Flair tonight. He's just in there to win. He's here to show everyone why he's the Nature Boy. Flair finally calls for the finish, grabbing Horowitz and delivering a textbook vertical suplex that echoes throughout the arena. He struts a bit before reaching down and locking in the figure 4 leg lock. Horowitz rises in pain, struggling, but ultimately he has no choice but to tap out. Here's your winner by submission, the Nature Boy Ric Flair. Flair releases the hold, standing to his feet and laying out another triumphant woo! And the crowd chants along. Flair celebrates, brushing off the brief workout, flanks the audience as he exits the ring, grinning with satisfaction. Flair is looking unstoppable tonight and as focused as ever. The Nature Boy still has plenty left in the tank, and you know he's got his sights set on gold. Our commercial break. Come back for segment 9. We go to the dimly lit backstage area where Raven stands in front of the camera, his eyes shadowed but intense. Raven sneers, leaning into the camera with a dark, ominous stare. Roddy Piper, the Hot Rod, the so-called commissioner, the self-styled legend, the man who thinks he can banish me. But you don't get it, do you, Piper? You and I, we're more alike than you care to admit. We're both survivors, both rebels. But only one of us belongs here. You want to fight? No, not just any fight. A pit fight. You want to settle this like animals locked in a cage where one of us will fall and never rise again? But this time, when it ends, the loser leaves Renegade forever. The crowd murmurs can be heard faintly from the arena as Raven's word sinks in. I accept, Piper, but I don't just want to beat you. I don't haunt you. I don't rip apart everything you hold dear until there's nothing left but memories of the man you once were. So that battle for survival, it's you and me, and only one of us will still be here come morning. He glares in the camera as he says with finality, quote the Raven, nevermore. With that, Raven steps back in the darkness, leaving only an echo of his final words. The camera fades and we cut a commercial break. Come back for commercial break for segment 10. The lights dim as Michael Buffer takes the center stage once more. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Introducing first, the challenger, hailing from Robbinsdale, Minnesota, weighing at 257 pounds, the man who defines excellence, Mr. Perfect, Curt Hennig. Mr. Perfect's entrance is met with a chorus of cheers, and he strides the ring with his trademark confidence. He takes a moment on the apron and tosses his towel high in the air, and he catches it flawlessly, smirking as he steps between the ropes.
Ain't no stopping me.
And his opponent, accompanied by his manager Teddy Long, from Orangeburg, South Carolina, weighing at 248 pounds. He is the reigning Renegade Wrestling National Champion, Shelton Benjamin. Shelton Benjamin makes his way down with Teddy Long until the national championship proudly draped over his shoulder. The crowd gives a strong reaction. Split between the two elite athletes. Shelton locks eyes with Mr. Perfect. We've got two of the greatest technical wrestlers going toe-to-toe here tonight. Both these men have incredible skills, and I don't think anyone can predict how this one's going to end. The bell rings, ding-ding, and both men circle each other, feeling out the energy in the ring. They lock up with Mr. Perfect quickly maneuvering behind Shelton into a waist lock. Shelton powers out and counters into a headlock, wrenching it tight before transitioning to an arm wrench. Perfect grits his teeth, twists through, and counters with a wrist lock, putting the pressure on Shelton. The exchange of holds is fast, fluid, and fiercely competitive as each man counters with the other's offense, setting a lightning fast pace. Shelton eventually breaks the chain with a sudden burst of speed, running the ropes and connecting with a huge shoulder tackle that takes Perfect to the mat. Perfect responds to an impressive leapfrog and counters Shelton's next move with a picture-perfect dropkick, catching Shelton square in the jaw. Perfect capitalizes on Shelton's daze, focusing on his opponent's leg with a calculated stomps and holds to wear down Shelton's speed. He applies a snug leg lock, putting Benjamin in pain. Shelton grits his teeth and he crawls to the ropes, finally forcing the break. Rising to his feet, Shelton retaliates with a series of fierce strikes, forearm smashes, sharp elbows, and a thunderous knee lift, trying to keep off that bad ankle, mind you. He whips Perfect in the corner and follows up with a splash that has the crowd roaring. He positions Perfect for the T-bone suplex, but Perfect, he reverses at the last second, landing a hard chop across Shelton's chest. As the two continue to exchange blows, the crowd is electric, appreciating every near-fall and high-impact move. Perfect almost steals the match with a flawless Perfect plex, holding the bridge for the pin, but Shelton, he kicks out at 2. Shelton rallies back, setting Perfect off the ropes and nailing a spinning heel kick that floors the challenger. With the crowd on their feet, Shelton goes to the top rope, launching himself off with a high-angle diving crossbody. Perfect, he rolls through though, using Shelton's momentum, and he goes for the pin. 1, 2, but Shelton narrowly kicks out. Both men struggle their feet, visibly exhausted, but determined. Perfect tries for his signature Perfect plex again, but Shelton counters with a small package roll-up. 1, 2, they kick out. Perfect kicked out. They break apart, and Perfect goes for a desperation clothesline, but Shelton ducks, hits the ropes, and he hits that pay dirt. Shelton hooks the leg, and the ref counts. 1, 2, 3, ding, ding, ding. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner is still Renegade Wrestling National Champion, Shelton Benjamin. What a battle! These two left it all in the ring, and Shelton Benjamin just proved once again why he's the champion. Shelton stands tall, raises his championship high as Tay Long enters the ring to celebrate with him. Mr. Perfect nods in acknowledgement of Shelton's victory, showing respect to the champion's performance and intimate class. What an absolute showcase he had on Riot. Shelton Benjamin proving why he's the gold standard, retaining his national championship in a bar murder against Mr. Perfect. With explosive moments tonight, you know Battle for Survival is shaping up to be one of the biggest pay-per-views in Renegade Wrestling history. We're talking the first ever Battle Riot match. 4 competitors going head-to-head for a shot at the event at RiotFest. It's still going way in the wing, ready to take on AJ Styles. But folks, that's not all. Next week on Riot, the final stop before Battle for Survival. We'll be here with everything on the line. We're talking title matches, grudges set to explode, and an exclusive face-off between AJ Styles and Stone Cold Steve Austin. I'm telling you, if tonight was a approved preview, next week is going to be pure chaos. No medicine. We'll see you here for the go-home show of Battle for Survival. Street fades to black and Riot goes into the air.
This has been an FWL Network podcast presentation.